able to make it to the ring. And there is 31-year-old Kebe Karamba from Senegal. His opponent is the 33-year-old Tchoupa of Cameroon.
Round one.
So our final bout of this first session of boxing here in Ring B takes place in the 92-kilogram heavyweight division. It's in the round of 32. It's an all West African affair between the French-speaking nations of Senegal and Cameroon. The southpaw operating out of a low-held stance is Karamba Kebe, 31 years of age, part of a two-man Senegalese boxing team. His opponent, wearing blue, part of a four-man Cameroonian boxing team, and that is Tchoupa. 33 years of age is the man in blue. Oh, that's a solid left hook landed by Tchoupa. My goodness. And right hand dug down to the body. Hard-hitting opening minute of this heavyweight contest. And look at the work to the body and the left hook to the head. Tchoupa really digging his feet into the canvas and getting terrific leverage on his shot. Winging right hand to the body once again. And Karamba Kebe looking to maintain his composure as he reciprocates with an attack downstairs. Southpaw right jab is a scoring shot. Sinking in the left hand to the body once again is Tchoupa. But incredibly experienced operator in three-round IBA boxing is Karamba Kebe. To pin his man to the ropes, and his feet just appear to be stuck in wet cement momentarily there, did Tchoupa. Good right hand to the body once again from Tchoupa, who really is getting a lot of power onto his punches in the opening 2 minutes of this bout, of this round. But Kebe, so much experience in this style of boxing in his second consecutive IBA World Championships, having competed in Tashkent at 92 kilograms. That same year, prior to the World Championships, came away with African Championship Continental Silver in 2023. Left hand to the body, right hook to the head. Scores with a wonderful left cross to the jaw before bringing it back down to the body. So again, that speaks to the man's experience, Karamba Kebe, because he didn't panic, he wasn't flustered when his chin was checked by a cracking left hook upstairs in the early stages of this contest. There's a right hand which just threatened to stray into rabbit punch territory from Kebe, not intentional. First round in the book. And I think that's going to be really interesting to see how Tchoupa deals with that, because I'm not sure he could have hit his man any more sweetly than he did with a left hook during the early portion of this first round. And not only did Karamba weather it without blinking, he came back and was putting his punches together very effectively indeed in the second half of the round. There's the left hook right there. And not a single scintilla of a response from Kebe other than to remain concentrated on his task. And if you are a puncher, that can sometimes be a little bit dispiriting. So, well, hold on, I'm not quite sure I've got much more to give than that shot I landed just there. That's where Tchoupa's feet just got a little bit stuck seemingly. And Tchoupa has taken it on a three-round split. Judges 1 and 3 preferring the work of Kebe, and it was that type of opening round.
Round 2.
So we move into the second. First one very competitive indeed. The loose limb southpaw Karamba Kebe, who switched nationality from France to Senegal 5 years ago. Claimed the national championship bronze in France before switching the nation which he represents. Lives in Toulouse as Tchoupa going down to the body, but countered upstairs by Kebe. It's interesting now, Kebe just seemingly trying to pose the question as to what Tchoupa is like boxing on the back foot. The man paying particular attention to the instructions of the referee. Authoritative right jab from Kebe as he pushed off the back foot. Reaching for the left cross, Kebe keeping the attack going to make it a two-phase attack. 4 punches slung in by Tchoupa. Lost a little bit of velocity on the punches compared to the first round, but he's still letting them go. But they are coming in rather ponderous fashion now as the southpaw left hook cracks against the chin of Tchoupa. He was keen to claim his man and just fashion a clinch to gain some respite. And that's why the referee from Cuba is on that in a flash. Pressing leather with that combination of punches is Tchoupa, but then straight back with altogether slicker combinations is Kebe. Left-right combination attempted by Tchoupa, and he's spending an increasing amount of time near the ropes here now. Is fatigue becoming a factor? Because again, look at the manner in which he's keen to wrap up his man. So spoken to about holding, spoken to about keeping his head up. If he continues in this vein, Tchoupa could well find himself getting a point deduction here. Two-shot combination, right hook, left hand from Kebe, and you get this impression that Tchoupa is going through a pretty difficult patch in this second round. He's keen to show the referee that he's not holding, but his punches have a real ponderous quality about them now. He's countered over the top by a left hand from Kebe, then a left cross comes crashing through his defenses, which have just become a little bit disorganized. So closing seconds of the second round, a stiff left cross followed by a long right hook from Kebe, and Kebe, for my money, has really turned up the pressure in this second round, lands with another scoring left cross, and that's a strong conclusion to the round by the man from Senegal over in that red corner. He's having to fix his own stall here, Tchoupa, which I'm sure he could do without. Because for my money, it was a very good second round where he just slowly dialed up the temperature. Did Karamba Kebe. Credit to him. Never stopped competing, Tchoupa, but I think the man in red enjoyed a terrific second round. Remember, he was edged out in the first on a 3-2 split. But for my money, he was the superior operator during the course of that second stanza. But of course, it all comes down to the verdict of the 5 scoring judges.
Seconds out.
And Kebe taking it on a 4-1 split. I think we've had a bit of finger trouble from one of the scoring judges there, because judge number 3 returned a 0 tally. So as we move into the final round, the momentum is with Karamba Kebe, the 2023 African Championship silver medalist, who enjoyed a fantastic second round. Now credit to him, Andre Tchoupa, aware of that and has come out blazing to begin the third, but he takes another left cross once again. He was touched up to the extent that his punches just became a little slower during the course of round number 2, but he's found some energy during the course of that 60-second interval. There's a beautiful left hook to the body, and he then again followed up with a right hand to the body from Kebe. Both men spoken to about their responsibility to keep their heads up. Right hand not too far away from Tchoupa. Halfway stage of this final round. Good work to the body on the resumption from Tchoupa. May have been blocked by the elbows of Kebe. Kebe driving his man back once again, and a left hook slams home from Kebe, but it's with the inside of the glove. But make no mistake. Oh, and there's a cracking right cross, which was left cross, which was scored correctly, and then a follow-up attack just sends Tchoupa tottering backwards towards the ropes, and he's trying to show the referee that he's not the one doing the holding. And then on the resumption, Tchoupa just slow to get himself back into the fray. Now he fires back, but not after he was served the combination from Kebe. And again, Kebe just turning up the temperature against his opponent from Cameroon. Inaccurate with the right cross was Tchoupa. Left cross is a really accurate punch once again from Kebe. Operating with his hands down by his kneecaps here now, and Tchoupa finds himself in a confined position once again, trying to bomb his way out of the corner. Takes a hard right hand and another right hook out of the southpaw stance on a chin that is completely open and unprotected. So closing seconds of the final round. Tchoupa dodging and darting in front of his man. Excuse me, it was Kebe dodging and darting in front of his man. Tchoupa's balance just betraying him at the belt. Now I happen to think that the man in red has done enough to take this, but it's going to come down to the verdicts of the 5 scoring judges. Some of the action from the third round, where Tchoupa of Cameroon in blue really did give it a go in the first portion of the round. On the bell, he was meeting Kebe punch for punch, but just as he did in round number 2, for my money, it was Kebe who was able to assert his superiority in that third round. Wasn't dominant by any stretch of the imagination, but I think he was the better boxer in round number 3. And I think he's done enough to be declared as the victor. But what say the judges?
The winner of this bout, on points by unanimous decision, is the boxer in the red corner, Karamba Kebe, representing Senegal.
So Karamba Kebe, excuse me, of Senegal, a unanimous point decision victor. 4 scores of 29-28. Kebe taking it for all 5 scoring judges. Excuse me, taking all 3 rounds for judge number 1 for a 30-27 verdict. Gives me some of the action from what was a really intriguing affair, because Andre Tchoupa of Cameroon enjoyed a terrific first round, which he took on a 3-2 split, landed a fantastic left hook at short range. But Karamba Kebe barely blinked, and in rounds 2 and 3, he really did turn the screw in the second half of both of those rounds. And he has progressed with a unanimous points decision victory. And his prize for prevailing in this contest is a round of 6 meeting with the tournament number 4 seed, the iconic figure of Julio Cesar La Cruz, the 5-time IBA world champion, looking to emulate his compatriot Felix Savant in his bid for a 6th world championship gold here in Dubai. That's what awaits in the round of